Welcome back, everyone. We have Dark Souls. You've heard Dark Souls is actually The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess of Castlevania. I'm so cute. Banana, you're so cute. Welcome back, Arrow. Our dings are about as loud as I want volume to be. I might reduce volume a little bit. Welcome back, Isa. Welcome back, Cass. Welcome back, friends. Dark Sauce? It's Dark Sauce. We'll see where this sits. I have made characters before. Sex, sure. I remember liking bandits. They have high strength, you see. Character creation. I did not have a character prepared. Not that. Well, actually, do I have a character prepared? Have I saved a custom? I don't think so. Bandit's great. Bandit, step 1 complete. Heard this is an okay Souls-like. That's what I've heard. Gift? I can't not do the thing. I know about the thing, I'm gonna do it. No custom saving in this? I guess there isn't one then. There I am. Yep, that's me. I'll take a wave. Oh, I can have purple hair. Dark purple hair and eyes. Rare color of a near extinct race. Okay, well, I'll take it. Tiny head physique. I'll have a large physique, why not? Well, actually, large lower body? No, I had to check though. Large lower body every time? Okay. That's just your preference? Well, have you considered that maybe I want to resemble your preference? You do you, girlfriend? Yeah, but I'd rather you do me, so... I gotta keep your preferences in mind. Hormones? Make the skin orange for extra reedification. I wish I had the slider in real life. A nice strong feature. Isa, hi! Is this game woke? Yeah. Okay, so it has 2 sexes in it, but you also get to separately adjust your hormones, so I think it must be, right? What are they implying? The cheeks are so cheeks. It's just a very, like, jovial look, you know? It's Halloween, another good reason for orange. It's true. Like pumpkin. They're a little bigger and flatter on the nose, I guess. We need to adjust our nose asperity. Or a heroic visage we've crafted. Oh, we can adjust our hair color, like, to our exact want. That's perhaps a little too perp. I don't want it to clash with the game aesthetics, you know? Looking in the capture to compare my hair color to hers. I hit it, and I didn't like the first one they gave. This one is okay. Let's go with. Oh, we haven't named. That's why we can't accept. Starting game with this character.
In the age of ancients.
In the age of ancient.
Shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
I'm so excited to finally understand Dark Souls lore.
Nito, the first of the dead.
Neat.
The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Oh.
With the strength of lords, they challenge the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen
Touch.
carriers of the accursed dark side.
All right, everyone get all that? Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
The dark side grants the undead.
The undead.
Do you get it?
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
And they're furtive. Oh, heck, you forgot. It's okay. It's probably not important.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Oh. My rotund cheeks. This Elden Ring asshole up there. It's a pretty good intro. I'm so glad I finally get Dark Souls. It looks fine, but I need to know what frame rate this game runs in. Because if it's more than 30... I think if it's more than 30, I would have noticed by now. Pretty dark. Also very Souls. I'll pillage this. Yeah, I don't see it jumping around, which is the bad thing that happens if it's too high a frame rate, and then I have to change things to accept it, but it looks good. Remastered is 60. Pretty sure it runs at 30. This will... I think if it was 60, you would see me missing every other frame. Unless I forgot to be transparent to gameplay this entire time. Which I think is the actual case. I was like, oh yeah, no, it looks fine. Remastered's supposed to be able to run to 60, but actually activating it in the settings is like not possible. Okay, let's investigate this, because I actually forgot. Yeah, gameplay's not here. I thought I was transparent to gameplay this whole time. Not so. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think it's 60. I'll see if I can fiddle it. DSR is 60 locked. Oh well. Thankfully it was disabled when I started, so the cutscene didn't get messed up. If the cutscene did indeed run at 60 as well. I'm gonna play Dark Souls 2 so you can pretend you're playing with me. Aww. So sweet. Can I pretend I'm playing with you too? Game uses a frame rate for mechanics, so it needs a whole patch to run at anything else. I see, I see. It is extremely dark. If it's too dark for you to see, I think it's actually the case that it's too dark for me to see. I can like barely see the guy creeping in the shadows over there. Break your keyboard and throw it out the window and pretend you're playing Dark Souls. Don't play Disco Elysium, but you can pretend it's Dark Souls. What do games do that? The dark thing or the frame rate mechanics thing? I appreciate the option with the dark thing. You need to finish Disco Elysium? I would love to watch someone close to me play Disco Elysium. Ellie and Cass are playing together. Aww. Oh, the FPS physics. It's kind of a bad idea. I think it was kind of default for a long time. Hi, Iona. How are you doing? You're cute as well. Of course, of course. I'm gonna reduce volume. I'm sorry, I'm still not playing the game. Ellie and Cass, name a better duo, you'll weigh it. Uh-oh. Not only is my other partner here, but your partner's here. How could you? Ellie and Isa? No, it's not better. Lemon and Mint are joining the game. Dim Souls. Redarkened. Now we can open the door. I need to get back in the I've gotten over the initial thing with the buttons, but I need to be reacquainted with the way this game's UI works. Disco Elysium is a lot of fun. You need to be mentally okay with like failing half of the checks in the game. Very replayability oriented. I like that. But I also recognize you're right. You have to be ready for that. I'm unsure how to actually use the bomb. It's my understanding that with these bombs I can take this guy out. We tried to do a multiplayer thing with this before, so I know a couple of things. Easy peasy. Yeah. You and Jane are just really good friends. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't... I am so sorry I brought that up. Take him out with the broken sword only. I have tried. I've gotten close. Think you might want open relationships, or maybe you're poly. It's reasonable. Can't you do half its health by falling on it? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, and spoilers. You can do that, but if you fight him in this room, you get the Demon's Great Hammer. I got his hammer. Jane is very lovely, though. That's still true. Have a good time with Allie, Mom? Huh? Pardon? Oh, just spending some time at Mom's. So don't fret where you are. Okay, okay. Tell Aussie Mom you said hi. Aw. Tell Aussie Mom I said hi, too. Are you going to put us on the big TV and force Aussie Mom to look upon what we've wrought together? So you missed an item? It's kind of a secret item. It's not... I don't think it's much of a big deal. I hear it's not even particularly very useful. Want to beat the stray demon with fists only, since you've done broken sword only? I have gone a long time with broken sword. I've only done it in multiplayer before, and it's got increased health when you're in multiplayer. And I was thinking back to how long that took, and I was like, I don't want to sit here for that long. Get back here. Thank you, Iona. You got Taurus Demon too. Fell off the map like 60% of the way in. Still counts. I mean, this is how much damage the broken sword does. I don't have enough patience to beat this guy with the broken sword, let alone the stray demon. Oh, hey. Excuse me. That's much better. No jump. Can you acquire a weapon before tutorial boss? So I think the way it works, I'm literally in here for the, first time on my own, and like second time ever. I think the way it works is you spawn, you have only a broken sword, and you're presented with the boss. And the intended path is for you to run through that door, come back up here, get your first weapon, and then fight the boss for real. And then they just, like, let you get his weapon as a special treat if you manage to beat him before that. And then they let you start with fire bombs, which accidentally made that super easy. Oh, hey, I found uppies. Ah! Don't. I think I want bonfire. A piece array. Alternatively, just boss gets secret weapon. Yeah. Oh, hey, I can just rest at the bonfire. He doesn't do it again, thankfully. You know, the reason I didn't play Dark Souls way sooner is because of the weapons hitting the environment thing. Honestly. I am much better adjusted in general, but also towards Souls games now, so it's way better.
Oh, you.
You don't like clinging off walls? Weird. Yeah, I'm weird like that.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something.
I'm holding my old self.
You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, I'll hear him out.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart.
Can I have your stuff?
One more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Truly an undead favorite.
Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell.
Giving Ali
I would
uppies.
hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Friend through Ali right into my arms. Ah, I figured it out.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you, and thank.
You want to say something silly but uwu? Ballyception, but ballyception. You can say something silly if you want to. We won't hold a silly against you. You're gonna say soft sad. That's why I need to figure out how to split. Oh. Oh, hey, I think this is the part where you fall on the boss. Yeah, they teach you about the plunging attack. They give you so many flasks out the gate, it feels like. Whoa! That was easier than I expected, and it did, like, so much damage. It's locked. Land space down on the floor. I'm gonna go rest over here before we progress. I see why Isa plays music while playing Dark Souls 2. It's a little quiet. Very atmospheric, but I might also increase the light a little bit. I'll see how lit up it is once we get out of these, like, out of this dungeon. Yeah, this is much better.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated.
Sorry if you heard me punch my mic just now.
An undead shall be chosen.
I forgot that this scene was about to happen as soon as I saw the bird, though.
The undead asylum.
Incredible.
Pilgrimage.
Backstabs and parry riposte do so much damage in this game.
Lordran.
I don't know how much riposting I'm going to be doing. I prefer original content. Applied with the largest weapon I can get my hands on. Which means I'm probably not going to be offhanding something. Wogue. We can level up. Okay. This is not the one with adaptability as a stat. Explanations. Number of attunement slots. Is this like pre-release Pathfinder 2? HP. Endurance is equip load and stamina. Very important for us. Strength is strength. Dex is dex. Defense and resistance to poison. Sorceries. Also boost sorceries and magic weapon. And miracles. Very similar to Elden Ring, which I'm more familiar with. And of course, humanity is the number of black sprites within one's bosom, which is symbolic of human nature and determines item discovery and resistance to curses. Oh. Actually, that's more important than I thought. Spellcasting is too confusing. Just do all strength. That is kind of my plan. Strength and endurance, so I can hold a bigger weapon. Thank you for the boop. Dex is sort of important. It depends on what weapon I want to use, right? Okay, here's something I'd kind of like to know. How easy is respecking? This one... requires 46 strength. I don't think we're going to be using it for a while. You don't even know if you can? That's terrifying. You have so many black sprites in your bosom? Cass, thank you so much, but you have so many in yours. Don't want to backseat too much. No, that's fair. I do want to spend my souls because I don't want to lose my souls. I would like to spend my souls on damage directly. And one for stamina. What is... Okay, I know about the good sword. That good sword that carries you throughout the game and is easy mode. This, I believe the number on the right with the breastplate is weight, right? No, that's durability. Weight is only 22. Okay, I thought this thing was like 600 pounds. But comparing that to my axe, trying to learn how to navigate menu. Oh my god. Okay, yes, it is 5 times heavier than my axe, for example. Good enough levels, you don't really need a respec unless you completely change your main stat halfway through. That's... yeah. I hear ya. But knowing that I could gives me a level of comfort, I admit. There are way cheesier builds. You just... no. It's completely reasonable. I say that as someone who found Bloodhound Fang my first Elden Ring playthrough and made that my whole personality.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not
So brilliant.
fun, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Just like going for quality so you can basically use anything. I've heard good things about that strat. You intentionally never used Moonveil or Blood Katana because it's all anyone ever talked about. Now, hear me out. I forgot you were using it. I just wanted to use it. And I was expressing my own guilt around what I'd heard for it. Hello? She cannot speak. Oh, but she can do things. She reinforced our Estus flask. And it starts with the battle axe, right? Yes. Listen right here. Used your bare hands and you're damn proud of it. Even your first playthrough was 2 straight swords. You don't remember which ones? 2 straights, really? You love the battle axe? Great weapon, so strong. I got no complaints for it so far. But it could be bigger. The sheer joy that I feel when I walk up to a boss and hit it once and see a chunk of its HP disappear, I can't match it with anything else. Even if the DPS is higher. It'd be bigger. Oh no. What have I done? immediately starts looking for Zweihander. There it is. That's just a large souls, not Zweihander. There it is. That's a winged spear. That's not Zweihander. There it is. Ah. Oh my god, it's a Zweihander. And binoculars. I need to get my practice in handling a Zweihander is all. Ultra Great Swords, you're beloved. Only in Dark Souls, though. You don't like the Colossals in Elden Ring? It was fun to just go for the most exaggerated, silliest big bunk build I possibly could. I have to say, when I was playing my own personal game, untouched by concepts like entertaining people, aside from myself, I really liked the curved greatswords. You found the Zweihander. You just found his Zweihander in Dark Souls 2. We are playing together. Your favorite weapon type is always the curved greatswords. Are there curved greatswords in this? If there's curved greatswords, it looks like I might be leveling Dex after all. Yeah? Okay, actually, maybe. Beauty Iona. First New Game Plus 7 playthrough in Dark Souls 1 was with the Muramasa. Can I use the Zweihander? Ah, 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 ah. You know what? Reasonable. 3 curved greatswords. 2 are pretty easily attainable. Gotcha, gotcha. By the bonk. I thought they would have given up. I only robbed their graves a little bit. I found my goo. Well, now I can look up my big sword in peace. Spooky skeleton jump scare. Just in time for Halloween. It does need 10 decks. We should have listened. Whereas... Shoot. When you two-hand something, it allows you to use it... I think it adds 50% strength, right? So... Do we need more strength as well? I'm sorry, I can't math. Strength increase to 50% your strength, yeah? So 20 would be equivalent to 30, so 16. We're just hit 66% of their requirement. Yeah, I know it's 66 to 24 is. Obviously. It's like 18. Right? No, that's like 26, isn't it? $16. 22. 18. We'll get there. It is 16. Yeah, we are so right. We're so smart. Oh. Bird. Thank you for your service, bird. We were just up here last time. Yeah, there's this guy. Be wary of a liar. Understood.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
What a jerk.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Hugs for Iona. Thank you.
Oh my. Oh, I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
I just thought I had to confirm the copper coin. Yeah, teach me a miracle.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
No.
That is a shame. But each to their own. Speak to me if you have a change of heart.
I don't go around joining covenants willy-nilly. Well, miracles. Especially because I don't even want to cast a miracle. Try fall. If you say so. Whoa! What about the make poison go away miracle? We do have a normal amount of faith. We could be more open to miracles. A morning star and a talisman. I love priest stuff too. The morning star. It's worse. But it has bleed. We also didn't look at spear. It can't be used because we're not good enough. This is a talisman. I'm assuming talisman... it has faith scaling on it. It's the thing for miracles. You press Y or something? You can prepare the total weapon damage? That's so helpful. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Cause! Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hello, Cause. Hello, Lily. Hello, Gentle Slime. Hello, Zen Tractor. Hi, Rial. Hello. Hello, Det. Yo-yo. Yo-yo? Yo-yo. Let me know if I got close. Yo-yo. Welcome in, everyone. How was your stream? How was Woman Hunt? The hesitation is palpable. I'm so sorry. I want to get it right, genuinely. You got it right in the end. It is... I was kind of wrong and dumb the first time. You left for dead, then manhunted. You left for dead, then manhunted and coded for a bit. Oh, what'd you code? How's Dark Souls? We are right in the start. we've just gone to we've just gotten to the hub. So it's been honestly very chill so far. Obviously, you should take care of yourself and anything that you need to do. Thank you so much for rating. I'm Ali, by the way. I play a lot of indie and retro games, including Souls-likes, like this one. Welcome to Dark Souls. It's the Dark Souls of Dark Souls games. It's about the furtive... Oh, you forgot? You should use those orbs when you Detroit become human. Thank you. I was thinking, like, I should look at what these orbs are, and I immediately forgot, I admit. Yeah, what did you code? Did you code successfully? Let's see, we got cracked red eye orb. That's for invading another world. No. Prevents Estus recovery within a limited area. Being very mindful of how I pronounce Estus. Do it? No! Used to gain 1 humanity, plus greatly restore HP. Isa, I'm very afraid of humanity. In general, but I'm also afraid of the humanity mechanic in this game. Feel free to guidance me on the proper way to use humanity. You already know this. I think it's really cool. Bell ringing is other players ringing it. Yeah. I have heard that. It is super cool. Proper coin of Old Man McLoif. That's all we got so far. You didn't know it was my first time playing through 2? I have played an itty bitty bit, but only as like multiplayer stuff. So this is my first time being plopped in the world on my own. Forced to investigate and figure out what to do. The more humanity you have collected, number in the top left corner, the more resistance you have, and it increases drop rate. Those humanities can be dropped like souls. Using a humanity item also heals you a lot. But does that number that increases resistance and drop rate go down when I die? That's my worry. That's my concern. Earned from friends, humanity is basically useful for a handful of things. Need to have one to become human. Up to 3 to kindle a bonfire. Kindling the bonfire lets you have up to 20 Estus. This mouse is so cute. This rat is so cute. What the heck? And adds 1 to that number. Oh, okay, good. Oh, wait, no, bad. That's bad. That's what I didn't want to happen. It goes to 0. You recover those at your bloodstain. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. I kind of thought it was permanently lost. Soft humanity, that's the kind I've got in real life. Non-item humanity by killing very specific NPCs. Enemies, not NPCs. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you very much. I feel armed. I feel willing to use humanity. You'll notice I still haven't done it. It's because I'm still scared a little bit, but now I will actually use humanity. Eventually. You spend 1 humanity on reverse hollowing and die. That will be lost and can't be recovered. You'd have to spend another to reverse again. I see. Do I have to care about that if I'm not doing multiplayer? I know you need to reverse hollowing in order to have friends join you, but... Is that the thing that... Does it increase your maximum health? If you want to be invaded by NPC invaders, yes. Otherwise, no. I kind of do. Just a little bit. Need to be human to summon companion NPCs and be invaded by NPCs. Gotcha. That makes sense. Lore-wise. Soul of a nameless soldier. I didn't plunge, right? Also, guy's kind of not bothering anyone. It's New Londo Ruins. Also, as soon as I left the hub, it became super dark again. I might increase the brightness. If it's bothersome. I like this guy just lounging. Comfort. Happiness? He's just chilling. Oh. Having a nice Friday? Yeah. What you want to know is what happened to Old Londo. We don't talk about Old Londo anymore. It can be Jolly Old Londo somewhere else. Potman? Oh. Oh. They know what they did over there. Be wary of grief. I'll be sure to be wary of that. Oh god! I was like, oh, I guess you can walk over here. They are ghosts. Spooked ya. It's pretty spooked. Very appropriate. Very Halloween. Yeah. That's not very effective. And by not very, I mean not at all. We love ghosts. I like a ghost with ghost-type resistances. I like a ghost you can't just punch. Ow. Don't. Oh, no walk and sip. In old school, we don't walk and sip. Okay, I like a ghost I can't punch. If you can't punch it, I'll step up your fisting game, maybe. So any ghost type, yes. If you have ghosts, you have everything. I mean, especially in an RPG. I liked, I really liked in Final Fantasy. Healing undead to death. And I was really excited to do it in actual D&D. And then they took it out of actual D&D, and it was really sad. You can do it with some spells, but you know. It's not a universal rule. I get the I get the balancing issues with a spell just passively dealing equal damage as it does healing. It's very dangerous for like undead parties. Just going around putting out like negative energy AoEs, soaking it up. But like that's also cool. We're better armed this time with knowledge. We know how they work. We know how they think. We know what they want to do to us. We do not know how to get back to where we were. We're just going to have to hope on that one. My goo. Thank you. No! We got a step further. How they think? You figure out how they think, let you know. You want to try doing that one day? As I died, I was like, oh. Someone must have redeemed that. Someone must have redeemed that thing. Aw, thank you, Isa. I heard the sound effects. Someone redeemed the "you died" caption. Thank you. I'm more limber now. I'm looser. My jacket's been removed. Your brain is full of not thoughts. Mine too. Involves the brain, makes your head hurt. It's true. Okay, look. I'm a little ashamed to admit that actually after playing 7th Guest, I ended stream with like a huge headache every time. From just the level of focus. It actually made me think too much and hurt my brain. You're trying to remember mini sad manga? Why would you do that? 7th Guest is wild. It was a lot of fun. I still think I played it a little bit like how a YouTuber eats Vegemite. That was supposed to be something you buy for your computer and you just savor over 6 months, not 3 days. It worked? Reciprocation. Aww. Set out to read sad manga, listen to sad music, and cry. I get it. Sometimes you just gotta cry. I hope it's a good one. I hope everything's okay. I've got some songs that I listen to. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But it happens to me with music a lot. And there's some stuff I know what'll happen. And I just put it on and start sniffling. I'm just like... It's so nice when things work. It's pretty nice when things work. I love it when things work, even. Thank you. Thank you. Move, you're being very rude. Oh my god, they just have to hit me like 3 times. Alright. Perhaps this isn't intended. You have not psychologically recovered from a crow looked at me. Aw. Bad playlist, you found this good one with like 38 songs. The songs were so good. Made you a fan of Whitechapel? I've been to the city before. I don't think I've heard the music though. Okay. I'm thinking some thoughts. The thoughts I'm thinking are... It's 256 souls. And I'm not sure design-wise I've necessarily meant to go that way yet. So I'm gonna just go somewhere else. I believe I can go right instead of left after the bridge. Ghosted. I got a little ghosted. Thinking some thoughts. But you're the thought that's thinking? I'm sorry. That sounds really hard. This is different. It's also locked. Wow, you're Dark Soul away. Yeah, I'm actually gonna make the soul a little less dark. Just a bit. Flame is visible and dragon invisible. It was legitimately too low. I cannot see the flame at all. Oh my goodness. Many apologies. It was even darker than intended. You overcame though. Isa traumatized you and made you fight your bully. Good job overcoming, Cass.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim.
Wellington would be
Once
nice.
an established smith, though. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
You see, you post . This is the code passed down by your AEA ancestors. Aw.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons. Albeit
Yes.
with rather minimal tools. I'll show
I hear a Senzu outside. Be warned, dog noises. Purchase item. He sells magic. And this is also where we repair and modify.
Come back soon.
Senzu cutie, that's extremely true.
Nothing helps soothe my nerve. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
Senzu is here. He's behind me right now, isn't he? Wizard Smithy. Wizard Smithy, Wizard Smithy. Oh, hi. I got a kiss. He's right inside me, isn't he? Ow. What was that? I'm getting mixed messages here. He is now. No. It seems you cannot go right instead. Yeah. Looks like normal metal doesn't work. At the very least. Beat you to it. Rude. Stay stuck in the wall. What you deserve. Thank you message. I'm assuming this is a good... No. So it was quite stimulating experience for Kirby. But he managed to behave, that's wonderful. The claw trimming was a bit too much for him, and he couldn't contain the wiggles for his back feet. He has to go back next week, I see. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow. They are anonymous, but I really appreciate it. At least the message is commiserating, I suppose. Oopsie whoopsies. Oh, hey, what about this? Have you considered, what about this? This seems, a little more reasonable. There's the thing over there. Do I want to do it with that guy up there? Probably not. Oh, whoa, what about this? Oh, hey, Scion, how are you doing? Oh, you got Dark Souls 1? Well, Dark Souls 1 was always working. The issue with Dark Souls 1 was having all of us play together. And also, that did work eventually. But yeah, I'm just going through solo style this time. Let me ask you a question. What about this? Oh, whoa, axes you. Okay, I'm gonna practice a jump. See it. This can't beat Radon. You talking about Radon at the castle in Caelid or a different one? That boss with the festival and everything? Ring of Sacrifice. Lose nothing upon death, but the ring breaks. In the DLC. Okay, that Radon. Yeah. That one's really rough. We have a lot of souls that we could have used to level up this entire time. I'll remember them the next time I find a bonfire. Praise the sun. Rat. Praise the sun. Message failed to send. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Usually it works on the second. It's not open from this side. Checks durability. Price 2. Accidentally unequipped weapon. We got large soul of lost undead. Could have done a plunge attack, dummy. Been slaughtering frog dudes in the blood area. Oh yeah. It is indeed a good rune farm. Those you haven't, have you tried this Y-hander? I don't have the stats for it yet. I will the next time I find a bonfire. I forgot I had picked up a bunch of soul consumables. But that was the plan. Frogs is only good if you have the big AoE sword. Otherwise, sniping the bird across the chasm is faster. I couldn't get that to work very consistently with my character, though. I mean, literally skill issue, but, you know. Eliminating one at a time ahead. Get the big stomp. No secret. There is a way up there. I don't know how. Secret tunnel? Where'd you find a secret tunnel? If there's a secret tunnel here, you can keep it to yourself. We're traversing the white light. Last time we traversed the white light, there wasn't a boss on the other end of it. Aw, thank you, Jane. Ah! Well, I found out how to get up there. One more try. One more try. I didn't jump, so it didn't count. Alright, fine. You gone? Fog doors are only sometimes boss fights, other times just new areas. It's super trolly. Invade world of Gravelord's servant? Not right now. Got one that early. We have a shield. Don't worry. Disasters will be gone after the defeat of the Gravelord Servant. Certainly. We have found a bonfire. Oh my gosh. Dexterity. Give it to me. It's so slow. And so very large. And it takes all of my stamina to swing it. And it weighs us down. I love it. Here, let me you don't get why everyone ends up like, yeah, it's one of the best early game weapons. It does a lot of damage. I'm actually going to keep using it. Give me souls. Also feel a little Stockholm syndrome. I'm immune. This is my first time playing. Give me news real quick. So I can fill this stuff out before ads. What's one of the best early game weapons? Zweihander. Pretty good. Okay, our equip load is 17.9 out of 56, but that is still a slow roll. Lower than it was, at least. Got a fave set of dex weapons. You like them speedy? I like chunky. Don't need to do a well, you don't need to. Okay, if I take everything off, I can. Is this me? We're so sprightly. All the weapons that upgrade with either Titanite or Twinks are among the best weapons throughout the whole game. Gotcha. Don't gotta worry about picking a bad one. Do we have enough for anything? Can we wear a hat? We can wear a hat. Like the katanas and curse swords. I might see if I can use a curved greatsword. You must collect twinks to upgrade. Yeah. All right. Before we go up, we have our optimal build here. We can't go up. We drop back down into this. Before we progress from here, I gotta run an ad. I'll be right back. See you very soon. Welcome back. I've just been sitting at the fire this whole time. Welcome back, Isa. I only discovered poison berry ice cream since coming to Australia. Welcome back, friend. Welcome back, Cass. Aw, thank you. Welcome back, Scion. Boysenberry ice cream. It's an ice cream with a fruit in it. And I only tried it after coming to Australia. Against these guys, I am preferring axe. However, I gotta keep practice up for when the boss happens. Bonk. Bonk. Being a slime in-game now? I am? Whoa. Oh, he's so sneaky. Just dipped and walked around with him inside you. Oh yeah, you're right. Using that sword like a hammer. It's pretty big. And all these enemies do kind of look like nails. Very suspicious. Knife. Try jumping. Oh, this is the thing I was trying to do before. Well, you seem trustworthy. I'll try it. We're in. We got crossbow and standard bolts. I believe this was all for crossbow and standard bolts. Freaking jerk. We got a short sword, the opposite of what we currently have. Wasn't a fan of the crossbows. Honestly, you really are in games. They have to be very uncrossbow-like for me to like them, honestly. Because unfortunately, bows are cooler. In general. So they have to make crossbows generally way slower. Eliminating one at a time ahead. Got it. And I don't like a slow crossbow. This is going backwards. This is going backwards. Couple crossbows you enjoy? I like a light crossbow. Somewhat. It's like a side ear. Side arm. The me or side ear. Had a chance to knock back or knock down, you'd like them more? That's interesting. In DDO, Dungeons and Dragons Online Unlimited, I used to run an artificer who would use repeating crossbows. Those are effectively just like fantasy gatlings, though. Meant to hit harder than bows? Well, yeah, probably. But in fantasy media, that's not always how it goes. Be wary of strange creature. I love strange creatures, though. Said in DDO. DDO! Like you turned into Ned Flanders for a second. Stupid sexy crossbow. I'm sorry, I've gone in a loop like 3 times. It's the game's fault for not giving a map. But I found a soul of lost undead. Loop souls. Woo woo. Ow. Artificer Beast Heart Protector multiclass. Is Beast Heart a third-party content? Third-party class. Ranger fully focused on pet. That makes sense. I like a nice pet class. It gives me like an extra character to roleplay. It lets me play a character that's like not as good to roleplay and then justify it by making the pet like push them into situations they don't want to be in. East Barbarian class called? You thought it was something like that? Totem? Is the one with like the like animal themed abilities. I don't think they get an actual animal companion though. You get the feeling the reference is flying overhead? No, it's like the Doctor Who thing, right? I know about that from my magic cards. Baldur's Gate 3, it was called something else? Maybe. Any from Inspector Gadget? Gotcha. You said K9, so... She has a dog? Wildheart? I also forgot about the dog. I saw like 2 episodes of that at 3 a.m. when I was 8. Unfortunately, I'm more familiar with the Inspector Gadget live action movie. There's no Wildheart Barbarian. They're cool. Yeah. At least at the time when I saw them. I actually like those movies. And when I say those, I'm talking like Inspector Gadget and Rocky and Bullweevil. And Dudley Do-Right even. I've tried this character combo a couple of times. The most recent one, I was playing Pathfinder 1st Edition, and I had a shaman who's very lonery, very anti-authority, really just doesn't want to go along with the clearly mostly good organization system. But she's partnered with a sprite familiar that has like a fantasy hero complex and kind of pushes her into it anyway. I think it's really fun. I really like that character. I'm sorry. It's okay. I still have the character. It can still happen. As long as I'm finding standing monsters. Okay, awesome. Just live, so I don't have to find this place again. It's locked. I mean, I did it another time too. I had more of like a studious dork character who's just interested in their own studies, but a very inquisitive familiar, I think, to make up for that. Oh no, I remember. This character was very like awkward and shy and didn't want to talk to anyone ever. but the familiar would create situations where they had to like go up and apologize for them and such, which I like to think they were doing intentionally just to get her to talk to people. That maneuver you just did, it looked easy and like it did a lot of damage. Oh yeah, it's actually really hard. Thank you for noticing. I want to say that character never did that, actually, because that game ran for a single session. So you're not missing out on much, Cat. You never actually played a TTRPG campaign before? Is this like the pizza timer? It's okay, that's awful. I'll run a TTRPG campaign and then you will have played one. A glowy one eye. Are you saying I just mowed down Sans Undertale? We lived. Bring it. You want to continue ours? You just needed to not start before the sun comes up on Sunday morning. Yeah, that's really hard. Like, you played a half dozen opening sessions and never saw a character through past the opening fight? Yeah, me too. That's unfortunately the way it goes. Because it takes, you know, possibly years to make it through an entire campaign. The odds of... No! The odds of something happening during that are pretty high. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. When Cass Liza and I were playing multiplayer, I remembered that guy, and I remembered fighting it pretty easily. Well, that's fine. People get married, get new jobs, get chopped apart by a giant with a huge sword. True. Turkey's pillow was just standing there for 621 hours, waiting for the opportunity to finally light its barrel on fire and throw it at someone. That's true. Strange and unusual number of hours. Yeah. I mean, even before I was grown up, I would meet with my friends from middle school every week at the local bookstore or coffee shop. And we would bring our changeling or vampire books. And then we would talk about school for like 2 to 3 hours and then leave. I think this is like a battlement, right? So it's positioned here. So it can overlook, I guess, the chasm to see if people are coming up the chasm, but maybe the chasm wasn't always there. Or just up these stairs so someone can get you. Go to the library and read books about card games, like rules and strategies for regular card games just for fun. I find that pretty relatable. Like, game theory stuff is interesting. Didn't have anyone to play them with, but it was fun to read about it. Yeah. That's me reading the White Wolf RPG books into the night. Do we try him again? Is this where we find out that, like, just over here is the freaking door that we could have opened? Nope, never mind. That's disastrous. To playing a TTRPG, the DM's got to wrap up chit-chat after 15 to 20 minutes. I think that's why we left our... Sinsu and I were in a Pathfinder 1 game. In the flesh, in the material. And we kind of didn't mesh with the group because a big part of it was the, like, well, they would all meet up at a cafe, go to a store, buy a dinner, go to the host's house, who wasn't there for this whole part. Then they would make dinner there and eat it. But we were cheap and we didn't want to do all that. So we would just, you know, eat beforehand and not take part in the buying drinks and all that stuff. And then we would just kind of sit there and hang out while they talk about their other games and stuff. And we were also new to the group, so we didn't have all of this, like, built up history that they did. I am having a memory. I am running. Okay. Okay, this isn't what I thought. I thought a dragon was going to come out. Shoot. Absolutely destroyed. That entirely reminds you of trying to join your roommate's game. That's rough. And it was like, they kept trying to invite me to their vampire LARP, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but the concept of going to a vampire LARP with, like, 24 people I don't know is actually the most terrifying thing I can imagine. So I'd rather not. And they just kept going. Like, I had another person there, like, say, hey, she kind of said lots of people bad and scary. So I think that's the thing. It is Taurus o'clock. Taurus demon located. I feel like it's kind of bad when, like, another person there had to kind of... get them to ease up. Color's Queen Gal seems pretty cool and hasn't gotten to TTRPG before. Do you think we should invite her? I don't want to seem weird. Okay, let's make up a plan. If we see her in chat again, you ask to DM her. And then you can invite her to games, and then we'll get to hang out. And it'll seem completely natural and normal. And not like we have to organize and plan and practice our social engagements. Oh, you'll DM her. Felt like you're kind of just there, listening to someone else play D&D, waiting for them to give you a hook to get involved while they chatted. That's actually the most awful thing. I have seen people try to include new characters into a game in a, quote, natural and organic way. And, okay, so we were at the library, and... I'm sorry, I'm bad. DM wanted to include a new person's character, and he decided, you're going to be bound up in this room. And they'll free you, and then you can join. Give a new player one of the best ways in. In my opinion, the best way in is like, here you are, you get to play at the beginning of the session. And you can contrive it however you want. This person was in a room, and we had to go into this specific side room in order to allow this actual person to play with us. But at this point, they'd already been sitting there for like half an hour. And I was like kind of freaking out about it because I get weird in awkward social situations. So I'm like trying to do my part. And I'm like, okay, I guess we need to clear out this dungeon first before this guy can get involved. I'm sure he's like gonna come walking in along the path or whatever. So I'm like trying to rush through. I'm not like checking every room. And then the DM gets like oddly forceful, like, no, you should check this room because that's the side room he stuffed the new player into. So it's like, okay, good immersion, because all the players could think about was getting this new guy in. And then in the end, you had to tell them what to do anyway to set up your opening. Don't have experience playing an RPG. Just sit there, especially when you're with more experienced people. The thing is, I'm kind of experienced. I haven't done it a lot, but I've done it some, you know? I still have experienced very much the kind of thing you're talking about. It seems like there's definitely a personality that sits down and takes a lot of the attention. And I find it very hard to cut in against this person. And sometimes groups have this, where it's like, oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry that I'm just talking about unrelated stuff while dying in Dark Souls. Isa. Find it kind of the fault of the DM if you ask. Yeah. Well, the DM has to share it. Sometimes players are especially difficult as well. I think there's a little bit of table accountability. I've definitely been like the shy GM, just trying to get everyone to be reasonable to each other. Don't apologize. You love the TTRPG talk. You're a DM. Think the discussion is amazing. Welcome in. Yeah, that's fair. You should know that's what it's all about by now. Oh, yeah. Talking about unrelated stuff while dying in a video game over and over. We've made it here with 0 Estus. But full HP. That's what NL does? I've been trying to be like NL this whole time. Just had too many sessions get derailed and eventually have lost patience for showstopper players at your table. That's reasonable. Your character was a big turtle with a big shield. Your character looked ready for adventure. Your character walked a few steps away, used fence, and went, let's see what you got. That's fair. And you not 20? That's fair. Yeah, but see, that gets them in, like, right away. You didn't have to sit there and watch for 30 minutes just before you get to play. That was actually my first introduction to a tabletop too. Ow. Well. Okay, but I found the ladder. My very first session, I was literally 9 years old. And I was at my aunt's house, and she offered to let me come in to her vampire session. Which is a wild situation already. And I was found staked through the heart and tossed in a trunk. And told, yeah, this is how you're in the adventure. You gotta wait until you're introduced. I was like, oh. Well. And see what you got. Sometimes the one player who's willing to do the thing is what you need. Player and the DM need to work together. Yeah, it's definitely a group effort. Okay. The ladder's bad. I remember this now. I've learned. It's quest assigner again, they will say and laugh. This never fails, as any given set of players is always sticking around instead of doing whatever quest the NPC assigned. Okay, Lord Quest Assigner has sent you your new PC to track down the party. Ask them why they've been dicking around instead of doing... Oh yeah, that's actually good. I think... Okay. I am very much the kind of person... I've had some heel draggy DMs before. And I'm just, like, excited to play. So my MO is, like... If I catch the whiff of a hook, I bite it furiously and I do not let go. Sometimes to the detriment. Like, I don't like being a showstopper or anything. Or center of attention. But sometimes nobody wants... No one can choose whether they want to go right or left. And this happens when I'm the DM too. And I'm just like, would you like to go left? A lovely little bonding experience to start your new PC's career, yeah. We are not getting shot at. We have full Estus. And we've got this guy's moveset a little bit. You missed. Whoa! Hi! Well, I'd rather fight you up here than on a bridge, I suppose. Well... I admit, I wanted to plunge attack, I forgot how to do it. After playing pretty much the tutorial and only the tutorial, I was like, yeah, This game was really hard when it came out, but by modern Souls-like standards, this doesn't seem hard at all. And now I'm here. Dying on the run back to a boss. That is something they improved, though. People have been saying this. They've massively improved the run up to a boss in Elden Ring. It's a sci-fi game. Replacement PC has been in cryogenic stasis the whole time. And they are now launched, teleported from orbit directly to your party's coordinates. I'm definitely of the opinion, because I feel like a lot of this happens because it's on the quest for immersion and realism, right? Aw, thank you, Isa. They want to make it, like, convincing. Also, thank you for the hat. I think hat is new. But, there's already enough immersion breaks that honestly a lot of non-immersive stuff just kind of helps. I have literally told a player before, okay, while you're all exploring the house, okay, it is your turn. You can hear combat happening on the open floor below you. Like, you know, below a balcony. And this person responded to me, no, no, no. I am one whole room away. I can't hear any of that. And then just kept looting the room. And this person started complaining that the game was too hard because, golly, I kind of expected the whole party to be involved in a fight and maybe rest in between them. Even you have fallen for the mercification of D&D. For the record, you think Mercer's great. That's just the players pranking you. I still have yet to actually watch Critical Role. Critical Role. Nothing wrong with it. I just, they were doing the introductions and I was like, this is a bit much. I can't handle meeting all these people right now. And then went back into a hole. Squirtle was a blood hunter. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there was also someone who was a little too into Critical Role, and it kind of damaged the impression for me. That's how you do a plunge attack, by the way. It's actually really easy. And he even does a lot of damage. Yeah, see that? See that HP? What was happening to the boss's health bar? That's why I want a sword this big. Realism is a ploy perpetrated by Big Real to replace good game design with... Yeah, I guess that seems like a reasonable sequence of events. And you're not kidding. No, unironically, I agree with you 1000%. For Chunk, got him. Oh yeah, the guy's dead now. Don't let them get away with that stuff. Launch somebody at them from orbit. It's just how that guy operated, unfortunately. He'd do stuff like that and then get on Reddit to ask them why sometimes he's hurt at the end of encounters. Thank you, thank you. Took you far too long to realize this, because your first and time play group would make rulings based on realism, and yet advocate for the peasant railgun. Yeah. I really like Seth Skorkowski, who... he does a lot of videos that break this kind of thing down. It's like, no, it's actually really hard to communicate with other people, especially when you're playing make-believe at a table. Like, just be clear with them. And make decisions for gameplay's sake.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
Thank you for noticing. I've heard so much about you.
Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
It's him! It's the guy from the Emoticon! The Jolly Cooperation Man! GM has a hard time dealing with you? Plus 15? Well, extra initiative doesn't do something. That doesn't do much after a certain point. You kind of just... you can't go firster.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes. Have all my moments.
Our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Yes.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
Take this. A soap!
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land.
I love being amidst
Slow
strange
time
beings.
itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course,
Jolly cooperation, oh my gosh.
in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Finish it so high you wake up before your alarm clock goes off. I'm jealous of that, actually.
Oh, hello there. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be
What a
so
sentence.
grossly incandescent.
Good luck, man. The sun is a magnificent body. You already know you need to mulligan your first hand before you look at it? I think that's the bridge I was thinking of before. That's the bridge I was scared of. Grossly incandescent. Stepping, running. Oh god. Imagine, like, not even putting a bonfire after the boss. And what kind of person you would have to be to do something like that. Get Warcaster later. It is actually something... Okay, Pathfinder 2 has issues. I like a lot of games. I need to preface this. I like a lot of games, including Pathfinder 1st Edition as well as Pathfinder 2nd Edition. But one of the things I really like in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is orders of magnitudes of success. That's what it's called. So actually just having additional bonuses just means you're more likely to critically succeed on a thing, or an attack roll, or whatever. It lets your bonuses to hit be bonuses to crit. You're using heavy crit class. That's cool. But the part I like about it isn't just that you get to critical, it's that it makes supporting better. And more fun. You're less likely to feel like that +2 to hit was wasted just because you exceeded the AC by a ton anyway. The bards get to rejoice. You also love 2E? I remember the playtest came out and I was super excited. I've still yet to play it, but I've run it a little bit. Please. I'm very sick. I don't wanna... Feed humanity? Corpse go whoosh. Yeah, I picked that guy up and just swung him over my shoulders. I believe I died to poison just now. My soul is empty. I feel like there was certainly a way to bring this down and I've missed it. Purple drop do be poison. Mm-hmm. It was unfortunately the fate of the undead at that point. Dangerous. But I've definitely run at least once in D&D 5, which, you know, this isn't D&D 5's fault because it just works like a bunch of other games. But this is a thing that happens in those. Tough enemy ahead? Sure. Blizzard ahead? I heard a tinkling, but I missed it. I had a tanky player go up against kind of a tanky general type person, and they both just stood there facing each other, rolling to hit once on their turn because this was early game, missing, and then we went one more round. They stood next to each other and rolled and missed. And I was like panicking over there. I'm like, oh no, what do I even do in this situation? And I've seen some games with systems to kind of move that along when it happens. open Legend of All Things has like a minimum thing that happens when you roll. So there's some kind of progression to the game state. Weakness rolling. Try rolling. I'm rolling. But 2E gives you 3 actions of things to do. And I really like that. Obligatory, I also really like 1E and Starfinder, and I'm also really excited to try games that aren't D20 based, but I haven't had the chance yet to properly do that. This is actually not so bad. Need humanity. This is where I died before. Was it really, really just a step? Wait, was the ladder down the whole time? The ladder was down the whole time. Because I remember dying on the ladder. But also, where's my humanity? It must be the next one, right? It must be the next one. They must just look similar. Wrong ladder? Yeah. Perfect time for an orbital drop pod to land on their heads, delivering the new player. That is. Fighters up against a hobgoblin. It's been 8 rounds. The wizard who gave you your quest makes the new player erupt from the earth in an explosive teleportation spell. We didn't even have a new player joining today. I just like grabbed one. There is one now. Now you get it. Yeah. It solves everything. My stuff. I feel so complete once again. Undead perish. That's kind of the opposite of what happens. You ever play a dwarf character? 100% be rock and stone setup at some point. Yeah, why not? Wizard did it. Boom, sorted. We could walk all the way back and spend our souls, so we won't lose a bunch of souls. Or we just go for it and be legends. Or just, you know, an average player of this game, probably. Hello again, Miss Piggy. Move. He's moving. That guy's moving. I think their aggro range is a little lesser than I was afraid of. I kind of assumed they'd be irritable as soon as I entered the room. Apparently not. high octane gameplay. Kaz, thank you for the boop. How are you doing? Yeah, I was wondering if the pig turned around, because I thought it had. I want to go for it. It's just me and pig now. That sounded exactly like a sound effect from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Knows you're there, just knows it can't reach you. Yeah, it's just really frustrated. You're a little better at corners than I was hoping you would be. Just marches back to her spot. Ow. Yep. Well, that was easier than I thought. And it did, like, much damage. Is that old yet? Once again, made it to the pig time. Thank you for noticing. Here, let me... Ah, my cursor, it's trapped. No helm, sad. There's a helm? What do you mean? Don't actually answer that. I know there's like a drop you get from that, but I'm not worried about that. This is my first playthrough. Simply smack Piggy in the hams. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Helm you used for a while? You think it looks cool? Yeah, well, I don't want to know about, like, every item. I'm just not going to get, like, either in this playthrough or for a while. Especially when it starts getting into, like, honestly, areas pretty soon where I legitimately don't already know about it. We have found a large soul of a lost undead. Fire ahead. Is that so? They've always done it. He's gonna casually walk up. Too slow. Night shield. View of the sun. Very nice, very nice. Ah! I didn't even notice. No, that's not okay. I'm the only one who gets that. Random enemies don't get to Estus. That's just for me. Okay, actually though, also for like invader style bosses. I'm not actually bothered. Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm just passing through, please. That's unfortunate. Aw, thank you for the boop. We're back here, but now we know about this ladder. Now we have the ladder. Actually, so stunning and confident and cool. Isa, are you looking at a mirror right now? What the heck? I am actually, before we start on this again, I was going to climb the ladder just to show off that I know it's here now. But just in case something got aggroed that I didn't notice, I'm just going to sit here where it's safe. All true about you both. Cassidy, you considered you're also stunning and cool and confident at times. I don't know if I'm confident. I don't know if I deserve confident personally. I will sit here for a few minutes. I'll be right back. See you very soon. Welcome back, everyone. Why? Actually, why did they put this? No, honestly, this ladder's pretty convenient, even if the stairs are functional. Welcome back, Arrow. Sweden's not real, thus it has no capital. Hold on. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back, Isa. Ow. Fields make me sad. Shield against that. Welcome back, Cassidy. Be careful. Oh. Okay, I'm careful. Thank you for... Immediately gets poisoned. Thank you for being worried about me. I'm watching... Oh my god. I was about to say I'm watching my HP and staying safe. Look, I just want to... I was gonna say I just want to get to my stuff before I die. Whatever. That's your advice for the rest of the game? You weren't careful. That's what you were warning me about. Yeah, that's true. You can Estus on ladders? I can't now. At least not while I have full HP. I can punch, though. Yeah, Dark Souls is not the kind of game that would stop you from wasting an Estus on full HP. And you know what? Fair on them for that. We lost a lot of runes because we'd never gone back to spend them. And you know whose fault that is? It's mine. I had so many opportunities. trying to just go by. I was like, certainly I can just sneak on by him. The more humanity you have in the corner, the more poison resist you got. You're so right. You told me about that. That's what they're trying to tell me. I've been like, I should use this for healing, which even when I had that thought initially, I was like, you should not use these for healing. But I wanted to get to like a point where I felt stable and confident, and I don't feel confident or stable. There's also a resistance stat. Don't level it. Understood. Is that the one that does nothing? Okay. What if we just decide we're not going to die anymore? It does something, but it's not worth it at all. So proud of you for using a big sword and no armor. Thank you. To be honest, I don't think that's really been causing me any problems. The entire game was all about trying to prevent the poison and bleed statuses. Resistance would be very slightly useful. I see, I see. That's your only backseating unprompted. I remembered that being a thing before. Played through most of the game before you had enough endurance to wear any armor with your Black Knight's Greatsword. You are so cool and attractive for doing that. Attracts certain types of enemies. Bold decision. Do you want to know how to get 10 or more Estises at any bonfire besides Firelink? It's humanity related. That one was when I was asking about humanity and how to use it. That is kindling. However, will I ever do this? I'm not sure. You have to be human to kindle. That's the main thing. Wait, doesn't it also cost humanity to kindle? Or does it not? As soon as I started moving, I knew that was not it. Hey, I have a shirt. One for each. Gotcha, gotcha. But I could just put it all inside me, and then I have higher resistances. Didn't know any of these things existed, and you managed? Hell yeah. I know my problem is I never would have used humanity if I didn't know they existed. Humanity resistance caps at 10. That's actually a huge loadout. Accessing DLC is kind of BS. We'll see if I find it or not. Don't tell me how. Maybe I'll miss it too. Who knows? That'll get me out of doing the DLC. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's correct. Fair enough. Am I a little sad that I ended up having enough equipment load to wear a shirt? Yeah. Yeah, of course I am. Because now it's less justified for me to run around as a naked zombie. Why wouldn't I be sad about this? Yeah. Maybe I was a little bit cocky. Maybe. Have to get some sleep. Good night, friend. My goal currently is next bonfire before end of stream. If I achieve that, I will be completely satisfied. Happy Halloween to those of you still affected. I hope you wake up a little less sleepy. How could they? Not poisoned. Careful. That's the name of the game. How could I? You're a rat killer? They started it. Hi, Banana. I'm completely justified in killing those rats. They told me they hated me. They told me my stream is boring. You have no idea. Why'd you kill those rats and not you? I thought that was your line. Said all those things and you're still alive? Oh, I'm sorry, Banana. Yeah, you didn't mean it. You made that very clear. You said it, but you were also like crying and apologizing the whole time. It really took the hurt out of it. I know there's... There he is. I knew they were around here, and I was just like, I don't know how far this Zombo's gonna chase me across the ends of the earth just because I aggroed him one time. Nice try, Malias. You don't like being mean? Okay. I don't like being mean either. I had a feeling there was a Sundar side. I suspected it this whole time. You managed to eliminate all those worries. I no longer think you're a secret Sundere. Secret Sunder, Secret Sunder. Wait, no, that's not the right tune. No, 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 stop. It was just a vibe I got. Like some of those emotes. They kind of looked ready to bully me. Okay, please. Oh, okay. Actually, great idea. Great idea. Thank you. Humanity. Use it now. Use it now. No! No! The Nana's pretty soon, to be honest. You feel it too. Don't look into that. Don't look into that. No. Exhibit 1. That one's pouty. That one could be bratty. Don't tell her that. Previous redeems? I actually don't know about the previous redeems. I just assumed Insult was there and I started this rumor. Freddy and Soon are almost the same thing. That's true. You don't know about those? Don't remember that? I don't remember that. I just saw the Insult thing and thought it was a, thought they were more like it. You can be more naughty if I want next time. Next time. Too compliant to be soon. I guess. Pliable even. That's true. Okay, maybe I admit. That is sort of where my head went when I saw the Insult redeem. I kind of thought it was a degradation redeem. Which is that's completely normal. Oh, hi. We might have to deal with that guy now. He's just a rat. You're not just any rat, you're a special rat. Maybe you can't be here right now? Why not? You're allowed, Meepy, don't worry. Meepy innocent? I don't know how you could be. If you're as involved with Banana. Well, depending on what you mean by innocent. Beeper's evil, don't believe her. Oh hey, somebody dinged the dong. Beep seems so precious though, that's true. You're not a criminal? Okay, I believe you're innocent, just not naive. You should be in a cage. But then she'd make you jealous. I didn't mean to kick. Shut up. You wouldn't be, not even a little. Don't you both start. Pretty cute. Oh, hey. Yes, we've done this. I just confirmed for myself that walking slowly does reduce your, like, noise level. They seem very forgiving with this thing's huge swing radius. Just letting me swing through the wall like this. The Dark Souls stealth build. This is what optimal stealth looks like. Let me through. Excuse me. Pardon me, sir. Oh, I kind of expected you to be faster. Got peak stealth gameplay. Powerful. Power. Precision. Length. Okay, this is where we were frantically running before. She is. She wouldn't even kill you. You're too cute, unfortunately. Of course. I think you're the most innocent member of this chat. You live long enough and spend enough time with Nana to lose your naivety. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Banana also seems pretty innocent to me. I may have a wonky compass. Okay, this almost counts. You know what? No, to me this fully counts as finding the way to the next bonfire. We have opened a significant shortcut. Google's how to not be cute. Yeah, you're super innocent. You are. That's why she's the honest rat. Yeah, you can't even lie. That's how innocent you are. You didn't even reply to your DM? I'm sorry. If it's the last one I saw, I haven't had time to read it. If it happened during stream, then I haven't seen it yet. You wanted more? I think you have more than I do, unfortunately. You're making it sound like we're doing some kind of deal. Stuff? Are you freaking my girlfriend? No. Go bother streamer while streaming. No, it's okay. As much as I've bullied Banana, I kind of deserve it. Ghost? No, you sent it yesterday. I feel, okay, to be honest, I feel like I'd seen it before, but I haven't actually read it. You're not doing anything weird. It's true. We're just talking about previous conversations. More swings, more damage per swing. Thank you. We might be interested in dexterity, actually, depending on how cool the curved greatswords are. Oh, he's very weird in Pokemon. Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Here for a test drive anytime. Thank you, Cass. You're so supportive. Gorgeous view. Yeah.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
So are you. So are you. Can I learn a gesture? Yay. I can buy Titanite shards, I can buy arrows, I can buy various swords. Fastus. Fastus? Fisticuffs. Cuffs for my fistus. Mildly interested. You like the casty? Buff Santa. Armor smith box for reinforcing armor, for reinforcing weapons, for repairing weapons and armor. Opens the sealed door in the heart of the forest. Favorite challenge run was probably when you did it at soul level 1. Festus only. Fastus. I gotta give it a try. It's only 200 souls. Fix my Zweihander. Fix my battle axe.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
He's so sweet. Oh my gosh. What are you trying? You just got back? Welcome back. Fastus. I can't two-hand it. Poggers? Andre's makeup poggers? It deals similar damage on both left and right hand. Oh, that's interesting. Keep you away from the enemies. Oh. Those weapons are fun. You gave it a shot. Lack of reach drove you insane. Yeah. You have to buy 2. I don't have enough for another one. Maybe I do, actually.
Well, hello. You seem to need any.
PS1 doesn't have power stancing. Like, I can two-hand a sword, but they don't make me magically duplicate the fist weapon like in Elden Ring. Which, don't get me wrong, I like that. I cannot sell. But do you have a second one? You do. And they are... How much? 200.
I'll be seeing you, Beaker.
I'll be seeing you real soon. Having 2 doesn't do much, but in 2 and 3 it goes crazy. You also only need 1 actually. It duplicates your fists. but look at how fast my L1 is. I can give him the old 1-2. It doesn't give me a... It lets me, yeah? Right, but it's exactly the same as having 1. But have you considered? It looks a lot cooler. That's a little bit more than I needed.
Well, hello. You need it.
You can actually parry with the left one. Okay. You're really selling me on two fists. You can even parry with an empty hand. That's pretty cool. You can infuse them with different elements. That makes sense.
Don't get yourself killed.
Well, did you see what I just bought? We'll see. They're also... Okay, hear me out. They also don't have any weight, practically. So, I can carry these around. And then do this. Super lightweight. I can just have it on tap. Oh, hi. Did you mean wait because I was about to walk in on this guy? They're also strike. Yeah, whenever you need something, do a left-hand attack. Like this. You got the scepter. Good job. And, well, I think left-hand attack is faster animation. It feels so much faster, the left-hand attack. Okay. Now, for comparison... was Y-hander. Offhand Kestis was Poggers in Dark Souls 3. I unironically like it a lot. Left hand has an average parry and a quick jab. Right hand you can combo hooks or punch straight for more damage. That's actually pretty fast too. Okay, that's actually not much worse. This thing probably resists not strike, right? LA, please punch through Dark Souls 2. You're always asking me to punch through people and things. Okay, I need to go back to the sword. I think its weakest damage types are Strike and Lightning. Wait, really? Oh, as in takes the most damage from them. Okay, that makes sense. I took that as the opposite. So this is, you know what? It's the best shot. You'll love me forever regardless, but you'll love me even harder if I do. When I get to Dark Souls 2, I'll have to remember this. Damn. Oh, you corrected to Dark Souls 1? Oh, okay. Punch through Dark Souls 1. Okay. But also Dark Souls 2, all of them? I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Oh, wait, I can put on armor. Hold on. Okay, I want to wear this chest plate more than anything, so what do I need to take off? My pants? You don't even have to ask me twice. Easiest in 2. Nope. Third try. Like Cast Eye, you can also try the claws, which are dexterity but inflict bleed. It does sound appealing. This will take me a minute, but I believe I can do it. eventually. Cestus? Sustos? Sustos? It is Cestus? I've been saying Kestis, Cestus, and Safety this whole time. Just to make sure I got the right one. I've always said Cestus, but that also sounds like the most disgusting one. You're saying words, you don't mean a backseat? Oh no, you're fine. Of all the approximating backseat comments, you have not. Okay. I believe I can do it, but do I have the patience? I do have the patience, but do I have the wherewithal to put multiple people through it? Usually hear Cestus in the Dark Souls community, not the Nintendo DS community, the Dark Souls community. But you don't know which is technically correct. Because you're not that worried about it. Me either, honestly. Modern English, it's usually called Cestus. Originally, it was Kestis. Oh, interesting. Kestis, Sastus, Bastus, Pastus, whatever. I mean, that's kind of the thing about English being a living language, is sometimes people pronounce things differently, and they're not even wrong, they're just, like, unusual. Can't be worse than the Blood Demon and Vampire the Masquerade. That was so fun to watch. The, Lin Ming, or whatever her name was. That's true. It also won't take as long as if I'm just really careful about it. It'll just be a slightly more boring fight. I just need to channel my Isa. And how I saw you do Dark Souls 2 Soul Level 1. You're not wrong unless it's Keish. Even the way I say Keish. Ancient pronunciation actually comes from what was a misspelling of the Latin version of the word. Cestus, which was pronounced like Cestus. Do you know what I found out for the first time recently? I was watching a video about, like... It was just one friend quizzing another one, based off of what one book said Pokemon's names were pronounced as. And... he popped that one Pokemon. You know the one. The one with... It evolves from Hondage, and evolves from Doublade. It is the final stage with a shield in front and a sword in the back. And it has another form where it's simply a sword wielding the shield. I can't say it out loud. Yes, that. And I was looking at it, and they put the names on screen. And I thought about Isa making fun of the way I said ether or aether, depending on my mood. And I was like, oh. It's Aegislash, isn't it? According to this book, it is Aegislash. Not Aegislash, as every single person has said. Which means, yes, a shield is in fact not an Aegis, but an Aegis. Aegis slash? Yeah. Aegis slash. One of those freaks that pronounces that big dog as Arcanine? Arcanine? That's how I say it. Arcanine. Yeah, Arcanine. How else would you say it? Because it's an arcane canine. Yeah, exactly. I never thought of it like that. I gotta own up to that. That's a good one. Game Freak circa 1993. It turns out this is easier without locking on, for me at least. He stepped on my foot. Are we here for this? Mostly people pronounce it Arcanine. I'm sorry? I'm a member of a couple different Pokemon communities. I've not heard Arcanine, but then again, we're mostly typing, I suppose. You're in the former, but you respect my position. I love you and I respect you. I feel like the 4Kids dub of the original anime called it Arcanine, which is honestly the reason I pronounce it that way. Well, you've never heard Arcanine? I've not parsed Arcanine before. I've never noticed it was different. You pronounce Arceus as Arceus? You ever pop off? Woke up at 4 a.m. tired. Get some good rest, Scion. I'm not doing a bit. I literally say Arceus as well. You know, as if I'm inviting you to remote control me and my friends, Arceus. I don't think I'm well equipped to fight that guy right now. Arceus is the only one you've heard? Oh. I thought you were saying no, that's just not the case to someone pronouncing it as Arceus. Or as Arceus. Shoot. I also say Arceus. I just actually interchanged them. I'm actually punching a bush, and I don't feel that confident about it. I admit it. I miss my Zwei. Oh my god, actually, I assumed the left punch would be significantly weaker because it was so much faster. Okay, never mind. We're finding it. We're finding it. Okay, never mind. We're a brawler now. That's just not the case in reference to what you said about the 4Kids stuff. Oh, is it? 4Kids had it Arcanine? That's why you pronounce it that way. Really? You love a brawler. I feel so powerful all of a sudden. I don't believe it's in our best interest to continue because it's kind of hit the end of stream. I have so many nightmares coming to this location. I don't fully understand what happened, but in mine and Isa's game, something went wrong. Right around here. That's right, I took sword off so I could put armor on. Even though she's talking to a Growlithe. Officer Jenny has your back, even though she's talking to a Growlithe. Okay, it's really hard to deal with too. I'm gonna claim this as my prize and go back to Bonfire and close out as much as I actually genuinely want to keep playing. You also say Growlithe, as in a lithe figure. Well, we've made it back to the bonfire. No. But that's what the name says. There's only one L. You don't care? You hate that word? You refuse? No, Isa, I'm actually with you. There's only one L, which would imply you pronounce the ith as ith. I would think, right? Is this how English works? It's hard to keep track because it's all made up. Yeah? No? Now, through the magic of buying 2 of them, you can see I've locked this bush into an unwinnable state. Growlithe? Yeah, no, I don't know. Is this so cute? They are. Here's the question. Why is it Growlithe anyway? I don't even know. It simply must be Growl. Growl is more important. That isn't even related to the Japanese name. It's just an iffy little growl. Growl light. Maybe that's what they were trying. Light a fire, you know? Maybe they should have gone with that. Maybe that's a better idea. Alright, I literally want to stay, but I simply cannot. Oh, right. I have to actually leave this game.